On this day in music history, August 27th. August 27th ties together a chart-topping debut, a country blockbuster, a grunge touchstone, an R&B juggernaut, and the loss of a blues firebrand. From Tracy Chapman's quiet urgency to Pearl Jam's roar, from Garth Brooks' arena-sized country to Boyz II Men's velvet harmonies, the day's milestones show how music can both break hearts and remake genres, echoing across decades. Tracy Chapman album climbs to number 1. Climbing to number 1 on the Billboard 200 chart dated the week of August 27, 1988, the album Tracy Chapman cut through late 80s gloss with spare production and unflinching songwriting. Fast Car had already become a parable with a backbeat. The LP's ascent confirmed a new voice that didn't need bombast to move the needle. Its chart peak underscored how intimacy could fill stadiums. Quiet urgency traveled further than sparkle, and listeners leaned closer in droves. Stevie Ray Vaughan's fatal helicopter crash. Tragically, on this day in 1990, blues guitar firebrand Stevie Ray Vaughan died in a helicopter crash shortly after a star-packed show at Alpine Valley near East Troy, Wisconsin. The fog-laden flight slammed into a hillside, ending a Renaissance run that had reignited the Texas blues tradition. Tributes poured in from peers who traded licks with him that night, and from listeners who felt his tone like heat. The grief felt immediate and immense. Garth Brooks releases No Fences. On this day in 1990, Garth Brooks' second album No Fences was released, carrying with it Friends in Low Places and a new country blueprint. The record fused roadhouse sing-alongs with stadium-sized arrangements, extending Garth Brooks' reach far beyond traditional country audiences. Certified 18 times platinum in the US, it transformed him from a rising talent into a chart-shaping phenomenon. Few records so thoroughly reset Nashville's commercial expectations, remaking the scale of country music's commercial reach. Pearl Jam release 10. It was on this day in 1991 that Pearl Jam released 10, a debut whose riffs and confessionals helped frame the grunge era for the mainstream. From Alive to Jeremy, the album's dynamics fused arena rock power with punk's conscience, turning Private Unease into communal catharsis. Radio kept pace, but 10 had longer legs. It would live on charts for years, outlasting trends it helped create. Word of mouth snowballed everywhere, far and wide. I'll Make Love to You starts number 1 run. Beginning on this day in 1994, Boyz II Men started a 14-week stay at number 1 with I'll Make Love to You, a velvet-lined anthem that dominated radio before autumn settled in. The single's opening week atop the Hot 100 signaled a record-setting glide, the quartet stacking harmonies like architecture. For R&B balladry on pop airwaves, this became the gold standard, unmissable and immovable. Couples claimed it as their soundtrack everywhere. On August 27th, we also celebrate artists who reshaped genres and scenes in their own ways. Alex Lifeson, 1953, Rush guitarist and progressive rock innovator. Glenn Matlock, 1956, Sex Pistols bassist and songwriter. Colt Ford, 1969, country rap trailblazer and co-writer of Dirt Road Anthem. Tony Kanal, 1970, No Doubt bassist and hit co-writer. August 27th ties together a chart-topping debut, a country blockbuster, a grunge touchstone, an R&B juggernaut, and the loss of a blues firebrand. From Tracy Chapman's quiet urgency to Pearl Jam's roar, from Garth Brooks' arena-sized country to Boyz II Men's velvet harmonies, The day's milestones show how music can both break hearts and remake genres, echoing across decades.